Yeah, so very good evening to all. Hope it is audible.
Yes, sir, it's audible.
Okay, guys. So exactly 6:45, we'll start the session. And why you people are not posting any answer for the assignment question? So you don't want any assignment questions. The second time I'm telling you, but still I did not get a response for the previous day question. As well as the first day, totally 2 days I have posted, no, nothing. And I'll stop posting a question daily. I won't post any question up to the end of the session. So if you want to need any question, extra question, let me know personally. I'll give you some question to you. You can solve, and based on your response, I'll be posting the question because without giving the response, it's not my duty or own duty to share the extra questions. You can come for the session, you can handle, and you can go with the recording. So extra question I'm giving through my personal view because people are trusting me and coming, so you should learn something extra. So by listening, you cannot learn everything. When you're doing the implementation only, you will be doing some mistake. From that mistake, you can overcome. So when can you become a developer? When you're making mistakes. I know everything. I won't make any mistake in my life. Then you are not the human itself. So human is nothing but we should make a mistake. From that mistake, you have to overcome. Same thing for the developer. So development, if you want to develop some application or develop some app or like a based on the web application, whatever might be there, first we have to commit that mistakes. If I want to learn something, I should make a mistake. I need to want to give full try. So through that try, I might get the right answer, I might get the wrong answer. If it is right answer, happy. If wrong answer, double happy. I'll overcome in the next time. So that is what the thing needed. Okay, so try to have this habit. Okay, so that will
Hello,
be
sir.
nice. Yeah, Sharvesh.
Yes, sir. So I had actually texted you on WhatsApp asking about OOP, JSON,
Mhm.
and other
Mhm.
applications.
I said you know, not
Yeah,
possible.
yes, sir. What part of Python does it come under? Advanced or
And
simple?
it is not advanced. It is like a base. It comes under completely outside of Python. We can tell it's like a OOPS concept. You're telling about object-oriented programming. So it is when you're learning data structure and the algorithm, we need this OOPS concept. There's nothing but advanced level. So it is like an intermediate we can tell. So if you want to learn something like the structure algorithm, like a linked list, stack, queues, graph, trees, or if you want to go with the sorting algorithm, searching algorithm, like that kind of things, we need that your what you asked.
So in
Yes.
order to become an expert, you need to know all of that, sir.
Yes, if you want to, it's not like when you want to go with the field of developer, what you're learning now is sufficient. With help of Python and for Python, sufficient. Like you have to go something like advanced level. So that is nothing but advanced means what we are meaning for is nothing but out of the Python. Like if you want to go with a oriented based on the research, then I have to know something about algorithm, sorting algorithm, searching algorithm. So that kind of things are needed. If you want to go with the interview purpose also, data structure is needed. Data structure and algorithm used to tell. So during that time, we will be learning this OOPS concept, object oriented programming.
Okay, sir.
That is what the file handling used to tell. So if you want to handle that JSON file, or if you want to go with the with this Python, you have to extend to the MongoDB. Yes, possible. You can learn MongoDB with help of Python very easily, or you can go with the MySQL, or if you want to go with the Oracle, it's up to you. You can go with the Oracle or Oracle, whatever you might. There's nothing but everything is going to be extension. Base is given to you through the base. What domain you're going to choose, that is up to you only. So if you want to become a developer in this, whatever you are learning, be expert in this. Like keep on moving with a different type of questions. Try to get into the content. So sufficient for the interview. Suppose you want to go with some research oriented means for sure we have to learn data structure in the algorithm. Without the algorithm, we cannot do any implementation based on the algorithms. Algo is needed. So different stream, what stream you are choosing, that is up to you. But base is given to you through the base. What you want to decide, it's up to your what is next step. So fine, we'll start the session. So before starting, just we have discussed about the NumPy yesterday. Just we started, and we are discussing about what is NumPy, what is the difference between list and the NumPy, what is the purpose of going with a NumPy. We have discussed why NumPy and how to add to matrix. This kind of many stuff we have discussed. Okay. Hope you people are implementing lively also. If you're not implementing lively, no issue. Later on, if you're getting a time, try to implement it. So we have started what is introduction to NumPy. We have discussed why NumPy. We have discussed how to add to matrix. So first we'll be going with a reshape, and the same thing second set of value the reshape, then I'll be giving a plus nothing but to add a two matrix efficiently we are using. Same thing, complexity is not high here. So when you're going with the other programming language, complexity will be high. So you'll go with the two for loop. So one for loop inside another for loop to iterate based on the row and the column. So complexity is going to be go of n square. Suppose you are choosing different for loop. So it is going to be a big of n plus m views total. So that much time you are iterating. So the time complexity is high, but here nothing. So just everything by using the direct method. And getting started with the NumPy, how to install NumPy, I said you. So pip install NumPy, same thing for the pandas, pip install NumPy. Same thing if you're going with a data visualization matplotlib, same thing you'll give like a pip install matplotlib. That's it. Everything is going to pip install in the Jupyter notebook. So array we have discussed, there is list we have discussed, and with help of tuple we have discussed. Version also, if you want to check the pandas version also you can check. If you want to check the NumPy version, if you want to check anything, any model with a version, you can go with the that Alex name dot underscore underscore version underscore underscore should be there. So creating a NumPy we have discussed, and these are the topic we should be covered. I said you. So I think so. Yesterday up to higher dimension array, up to this eighth one we have discussed. Remaining we have nearly 6 to 7 topics are there. We'll discuss about that. Then we'll jump into the overall about the MCQs. We'll discuss. If time permits, I'll go with the MCQ. We'll discuss. Then dimension we have discussed, 0 dimension, 1 dimension, 2D, 3D, everything we have discussed, and how to check the number of dimensions. So by using ndim, we can check how many dimension you are using. Same thing for the higher dimension. So if you want to convert 1D to the 2D or a 3D or 4D or how much ever possible, yes, I can give that. So what is the higher dimension value? What is the highest dimension value we can give?
32, sir.
Exactly. The answer is going to be 32. So up to there only we have discussed yesterday. So hope you are able to remember it. So 32. So 32 is going to be the valid, not more than that. So what is next? So next is nothing but based on the NumPy, where we can go with the array indexing. That is what the next topic. So based on the NumPy array indexing. So how to go with indexing, we know very clearly. So if you want to go with the one value access, if you want to go with the two value access, it's up to you. We can go with the indexing as you wish. So we have discussed about the indexing and we have discussed about the slicing, everything we have discussed. Okay. Now when you want to access any element by referring its index, then I can go with array of 0 or variable of 0. So you can remember that. Example A equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Suppose I'm trying to give a of 1 plus a of minus 3 plus a of 1, or I'll give as of 2 plus a of minus 4. So just tell me what will be the output. I'm executing, what will be the output. Post your answer in the chat. Be interactive. You post the answer only, then I'll continue. I'll post in the chat also. Don't compile and check. Okay, one answer.
Sir,
Only one
8,
answer.
sir.
8. Okay, so now we'll try to write the statement a of 1. So what is a of 1? In the first index portion, what value is there? 0th index portion is going to be 1. First index portion is going to be 2. So here I'll return 2. So 2 plus a of minus 3. So what is minus 3? A of minus 1 is going to be 5. Minus 2 is going to be 4. Minus 3 is going to be 3. So plus 3 plus a of 2. So what is in the second index portion? So first index, sorry, 0th index portion is going to be 1. First is going to be 2 and 2 is going to be 3. So again, I'll be going with a 3 plus minus 4 is given. So minus 1 is going to be 5, 4, 3, 2. So minus fourth index portion is going to be 2. So now when you're executing, answer is going to be 10. So positive indexing portion which start with a 0, negative indexing portion start with a minus 1. Remember that. Now If this is the case, just very simple indexing we can go. Very simple. So if you have a one-dimensional array, I can access easily. So A of 1 means the accessing the first index position, I can do it. Now think about you're going with a import numpy as np or sorry np or anything. Okay. Now I'm creating an array value like array is equal to np dot array. Yeah. So I'll be giving us a two-dimensional array. Two bracket if you're using two-dimensional array. Suppose here I'm giving 1 comma 2 comma 3 comma 4 comma 5. In one more bracket with a comma separated, I'll be giving as 6 comma 7 comma 8 comma 9 comma 10. I'm trying to give. Okay. Now I need to get an output called as 6. I need only output. Suppose we are printing ARR, I'll be getting this output. So 2 cross 2 matrix I'll be getting. I don't want that. I need to print only one number, that is 6. And if you try for this, try for 3, try for 9. How to get those output? If it's a one-dimensional array, we can go with the directly indexing. So what if it is a bracket within bracket? Suppose you're predicting like, sir, I can go like array of, I need 6, right? So 6 in the 0th index position, you cannot get 6. And here 0th index position is going to be the set of values. So how to write out code to print only some particular values? Okay, think and let me know the answer. Okay, so we'll discuss. So when you want to go with a first value, so when you're going with a 0, 0 is nothing but we are printing. As of now, I'll hide this. So 0 is nothing but I'm getting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Suppose if you are printing array of 1, so I can get the output as 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now from the first array, sorry, I mean 0th array, I need to get an output called as 4. So in the fourth index position, what value is there? I can tell 0, 1, 2, 3, fourth index position, we have value 5 is there. But this 4 comes on the third index position. So here I can give one more bracket as 0 of 3. Here I can give as, suppose you need an input as 6 you need. So 6 in the 0th index position, I can give like 0. You can see here, I got output as 4 and 6. Suppose you need to print 3, we said. So how to print 3? So I'll go with a 3 is in the 0th array. Dear, just listen. This first bracket belongs to the 0th array. This second bracket belongs to the first array. And this both are inside the parent. So we can tell as a parent which is holding one children and second children. Okay, so first child is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Second child is going to be 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Very simple way to understand. List within list. Okay. So now, if you want to print the value 6, sorry, if you want to print the value 3, 3 is in the which array? 0th array. So I'll take 0. Selected. Now in that 0, if I'm printing only 0, everything is printing. But actually I have to print only 3. So, and we have discussed one thing like in the data frame. Data frame of data frame. 2 times we are using brackets because inside the data frame, you will be having an entire table. Inside that I have to take only one column or one row alone. We are using 2 brackets same such a way. That is why we are telling pandas, if you know NumPy, it's very easy to learn. It's numbers, just a number. So now I can give as 0, 1, 2. I can get a value 3 over. Okay. So I have posted the answer. Just go accordingly. If you made a mistake, no issue. Now, suppose if you have a value 22, 33, 44, here I have 66, 22. Now I need to print a value 22. in the both the array, I need to print a value 22. Here also we have a 22. Here also we have a 22. So how to predict the output, or how to write that print statement to print 22 in the first array, 22 in the second array? First. Okay, so very simple. So here I have to print what? 22. So zeroth array will go with the 1 and 6. Okay, here I'll go with the 1 and 5. Super. So now I need to print 22, right? So from the array 0, I have to print 22. Can I give -1? Very simple. Why you want to count in the positive way? Like a 0, 1, 2, 3. Why you want to go with the positive indexing? I can go with the negative -1 because for sure last value is going to be 22 minus 1. Yeah. So now you can see here I got the output as 22. Yeah. Now again, if you want to go with array of here I have 22. So again I'll go with I'll choose the first index. In that first index I need a value called as -1, -2 and -3. So suppose I'm giving as -3. Okay. You can see here I got the output as 22, 22. And most important thing, when I'm giving positive value, suppose you take a positive value 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, I think so, will give as a 6. And here if you take positive value 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is going to be the value. So I'll give as a 5. So when I'm giving as 5, also I'm getting the output. If I'm giving as negative value also, yes, we are getting the output. Okay. So anything is fine. Either you go with a positive value, negative value is fine. It's up to you only. Now this about the accessing the two element, or if you have a two arrays, how you want to access the element, this is how you have to work on. Just like we can tell as a access two-dimensional array. Now how will you access three-dimensional array? Any idea how? Okay, I'll give you an example. So access three-dimensional array. So if there's a case, suppose, so import numpy as pd or np, anything. I have array is equal to np dot array. Here I'll be having one bracket. Within that you'll be having one more bracket. Within that you'll be having one more bracket. Now, in the first bracket I'm giving as 1, 2, 3. In the second bracket we are giving 4, 5, 6. Comma. Next I'll give as 7, 8, 1. Next bracket I'm giving as 9, 3, 4. Now how to write the program or write the output for this. Suppose I need to get an output as 8. Just try without 2D, how we solve 2D. If you're understanding 2D properly, for sure you can work on 3D. I need to get an output as 8 alone. So 8 where we have, just count it and let me know the answer in the chat. Okay, cool. So I'll go back to the chat. We'll see how many people are responded. Okay, 2 of minus 2. 3 bracket, that is what we are discussing now. We'll discuss that. So, okay, fine. As given the response, I'll take same. I'll try to paste over here. I'll show you what kind of output will be there. You can see your index error. Why? Index 2 is out of bounds for access 0 with a size 1. What does that mean? So you are telling to solve for the 3-dimensional array. So for the 1-dimensional array, we are giving one value. So array of 0. For the 2-dimensional array, how many values we gave? 0. And I'll go with the 1. And if it is a 3-dimensional array, how many values we have to give? We have to give 3 values. That's it. 2 value if you're giving, it is not valid. 2 values means it is a valid up to 2 dimension, not for the 3 dimension. Suppose here I'll go with a 3, 2, minus 2 and 3. So you can see here again there's going to be indexing error. Why? Because index 2 is out of bound. What is the 2 out of bound they are telling? So very simple. When you want to access any element for the 3-dimensional array, first we have to be careful what we are trying to give. So now here I'm telling as I'm giving some different ideas. Suppose I'm trying to print, I'll teach you one by one. Suppose I'm printing array of 0. So what is an array of 0? You can see here array of 0, we should print 1 comma 2 comma 3. We'll think like that, but actually it is printing the entire value with a 2 square bracket, because array of 0 is meant this entire thing is called as array of 0. Now in this array of 0, I need 1. So what is in 1? You can see here 4, 5, 6. Or suppose you're going with a 0 of 0. In the 0, this is going to be completely 0. From the 0, I have 0th position. In the 0th position, we have 1, 2, 3. I have choose 1, 2, 3. Now in this 1, 2, 3, I have to take a value minus 1. Minus 1 is nothing but 3. I got the output as 3. That is why we are using a 3 bracket. Now, as you have posted, I think so someone have posted this. So now if you are choosing this output, it is going to be index error. Why? Reason is nothing but 2. Do we have second index question? This complete is based on one index, right? For the 2-dimensional array, only one value is there. That is going to be the set of value. And in the 3rd dimension, we have 3 set of values. So one set of value, this second set of value 4, 5, 6, and third set is going to be 7, 8, 1, and last set is going to be this. So 0, 1, 2, 3. So that is why choosing 0. Suppose in this print, if you are adding 0, yes, you can get the output. So in the 0, there's nothing but this completely belongs to the 0. In the 0, you have to choose 2. What is 2? 0 is going to be 1, 2, 3. 1 is going to be 4, 5, 6. 2 is going to be 7, 8, 1. In that 2, I need minus 2. So minus 1 is going to be 1. Minus 2 is going to be 2, can we tell? So that is why your output is going to be 8. Yep. Now, hope you understood how it is working. Now just tell me how to print a value 9 alone. Last value. For the 9. Yes. So again, we'll go with a print and array of 0, because we have only one value. So 0. In that array, I need to choose 9, right? 9 is in which list? So this is going to be 0th list, first list, second, and the third list. So here I have to write 3. In the 3, 9 is in which index position? 0th index position. So put 0. So you can get the output as 9. So very simple. It's not like you should focus more number of time and you have to learn. Nothing is there. If you're understanding 1D, 2D, obviously 3D will be working. Suppose if you have a 4-dimensional array, if you want to access that value, then you have to go with the 4 values you should go. Remember that. So how many brackets are there? That much of values you have to give. Remember that to access the value. So then done with the accessing the element. Now what is next? So next is nothing but based on, so leave this part. Next is nothing but a higher dimension we have discussed. NumPy array indexing also we have discussed. Accessing 2D array we have discussed. 3D array we have discussed. Negative indexing. So now we'll go with the negative. Already we have discussed about the negative indexing, but just for the sake of one example, we'll discuss what is negative indexing. Because previously we are discussing that -1, -2, everything we have discussed. But as topic, we'll do that. So now suppose I have AR is equal to, I'll be giving as my NP dot array. In this bracket, I have 1 dimension, 2 dimension, and 3 and 4 dimension. So here I'm trying to give 1, 2, 3. Okay. Now how to print? Suppose I'm printing ARR, I'll get this value. So 1 dimension, 2 dimension, 3 dimension. Then I'm giving set of values. Yeah. Now, if you want to print a number 3, 3 I have to print. Can I print directly -1 to get? No. -1 is nothing but it is giving some other value. So do one thing. Try to, one mistake we did is nothing but we have to put AR because you are storing in AR. So you are writing ARR. So this will put as a AR. So what is my AR value? You can see here 1 bracket, 2 bracket, 3, 4, and 3, 5. Then I'm using this. Suppose you want to print -1. You can see here. What is my -1? It is printing everything. Suppose you're printing -2. You can see here there is no index like that. So only one index is there. Suppose you're going with a 0. 0 is possible because this will consider as a 0th index. Correct. Now, 1 I'm giving, it won't print. I'm giving us a 2, watch it won't print because it is going to be the 4 dimension is given. So then if you want to access the inside value, then you have to give permission. Suppose you want to open the 4th door. So directly can you open the 4th door? No, you have to open the 1st door, then you have to come to the 2nd door, open it, 3rd door, then you will be going with the final door. That is what the access also. Very simple to understand. First, I'll go with the 0 because there is no value in the array, so 0 again. Then I'll give as a suppose 0, 0 I'm giving. Do we have 0, 0? Yeah, I have it. Now again I'll give as a 0, 0. Do we have 0, 0? Yes, you can see here that 1 by 1 bracket is getting eliminated. Now I have one more 0. So when I'm giving one more 0, now I have reached my last position. Because of 4 dimension, we are giving 4 value. Now this, after having that 4th value, now I need to access the particular index. So what is that? I have to go with the negative indexing. Suppose I'm going with a -1. So what is in the -1? 3 is there. I'll print here as a 3. Now same thing, if you want to print -2. So -2 means I'll go with the value 2. Suppose if you want to go with a -3. So what is -3? 1. So you can get the output as 3, 2, 1. Yeah. So this is how the negative will work. So negative means it will start from the -1. So to get to super. Nice. You're able to understand quickly. Nice. Next. So this is about the negative indexing. Now,
Sir, I have given three zeros only. Will it work, sir?
okay, you're given 3 zeros. No, sir. You should give 4 because 4 dimension you're using. So 4 to access that 4th array, you have to give 4 values. This
Three
one is
zeros
nothing
and
but
the last indexing I have given, sir. 3 zeros and the last.
then if you're giving like this, array like a error will be thrown. I'll show you that also. Because I not need that one more bracket. I'll hide the statement. Okay, now when I'm executing it's here, type error. So int object is not okay. Okay, so this is what you're telling. Suppose if you have only one zeros and 0, yes, I can get that. 0 alone, I can get it. No issue, I can do that process. But here what happened, this is the biggest thing we are doing. So it is not able to predict the output. So now same thing, if you take here, yes. So if you take for the 0, I can take it. You can see here 0 of 0 of 0. I don't have that. And same thing, if you want to go with a 1, there is no value. So one by one, we have to go. If it is a 4 dimension, remember that 4 values we have to give. In the fourth index, you are telling specifically I need a first index or second index or a zeroth index. So that is comes under the specific point of view. So don't ask like, sir, you said 4 value, but here you're given 5 value. So understand what I'm doing. I'm not giving 000 means to access the fourth index. So to access the, I went in the fourth door. In that fourth door, I have a number called as -1. Suppose I said you like a fourth door. In the fourth door only you have some gold. Just think like that. So you'll open the first door. I have opened the first door. Then I'll go for the second door. I opened it. I visited third door and the fourth door. I'll open the fourth door. In that fourth door only I have. In that room only I have a gold. I'll take that gold. So that taking that gold is going to be this. So I have 1, 2, 3s as my gold. From that gold, I need a value called as 3. I'll take -1. There's nothing but choosing that value. Fourth one. And now, this is about the indexing. What about slicing? Same thing. NumPy will provide you the slicing. So array slicing. So what is generally slicing? Two way of slicing is there. So slicing with a 2 parameter, slicing with a 3 parameter. So slicing with a 2 parameter means starting should be there and ending should be there. So now suppose you want to slice it. So I'll go with a array ARR I have to print. So this is going to be my array. So now as of now, I'll try to declare as ARR is equal to np dot array array. In this array, I'll try to pass only the 1 dimension. We can go with 1 dimension, then we'll increase the value 1 by 1. So now, if you want to print ARR, I can print that 1, 2, 3, 4. I can print it. Now, if you want to print only 3 and 4, I need to print only value 3 and 4. So we can go with the 2 times like array of we have 0, 1, 2. In the second index position, I have a 2. Then in the next print statement, I have 4. So I can go with the 3. So then I can get the output as 3 and 4. So I need only value these two. I got the output as 3 and 4. But do you think it is a slicing? No, it is comes under the indexing. Indexing means only one value. You're telling this is going to be the exact value. That is what indexing. Slicing means it can have one value or it can have more than one value. So now we are going for the slicing. I need to print 3 and 4. How to print? So attended that we have like a fundamental of Python. For sure, you should answer. If you're not answering, then there is no use of studying continuously. I have to print 3 and 4. How to print 3 and 4? Okay, so now we have to go with the starting value. So how many people posted 3, 2 to 4? Only one response. Okay, so zeroth index position, first index position, and second index position. So I'll be starting from second index position. And I need to start from 3. I have to end 4. So 4 is in which index position? Can be to the third index position. I'll give 3. See the changes, what is happening. I'm giving us a 3. Do you think that I'll be getting 3 and 4? No, I'll be getting only 3. Why? Because this ending value will not be considered. So now if you want to consider that third index position, then you have to give +1. I'll write +1. You can see here 3 and 4. Either you can give directly 4 or either you can write as a 3 plus 1. So can I write as 5 minus 1? 5 minus 1 means 4, right? Can I write like that? Why not? You can give as you wish. So either you can write as a 5 minus 1, or you can give as a 6 minus 2, 6 minus 2, same answer. As you wish, you can give. So in place of 2, you can write as 4 minus 2, I can do it. Or you can write as 1 plus 1, I can do it. Anything is fine, I can predict the output. Yeah, this is how the slicing works. So generally, other than the slicing, we have these kind of opportunity to use, and we have this kind of advantage also. So 1 plus, even if you want to divide it. So suppose I have to access the 10th, like the second index portion, I'll give as a 10 divided by 5. What is 10 by 5? 2 times. You can see here I got the output. Suppose you are giving 1 slash, you can see a type error. Because according to the Python programming language, 10 by 5, it will give the output as 2.0. 10 double slash 5, it will give you the output as 2. And if you want to see that, I'll show you 10 divided by 5. So you can see your answer is getting 2.5. So suppose I'm going with the print 10 double slash 5. You can see your 2. Why? Because single slash by default, it is going to be a float return type. And if you want to go with a double slash, this nothing but it is taking the round off value. We can tell as a, it takes the integer value. So that is why when I'm using single slash, 10 by 5 is nothing but 2.0, right? Do we have any index portion called as a 2.0? That is why it is going to be slicing index must be integer. So just read the error, what is showing. So it must have integer, but you're given some other index. I cannot accept. Suppose if you're giving double slash, it will work. Because 5 divided by 2 will return the integer value. So 5 by 2 is nothing but 2. I'll start from the second index question, 6 minus 2. So these kind of advantage also we have in the NumPy. Okay, next, what is next? So now slowly we are increasing one by one. So now if you want to go with a, we have a two set of arrays, like a one dimensional is there. Other than the one dimensional, we have a two dimensional. So in the two dimensional, how will you go with the indexing? Sorry, how will you go with the slicing? I'll give you that experiment also. Like array is equal to np dot array array. So inside this, I'll try to have a two square bracket. So we have discussed about how to access the two-dimensional, three-dimensional one by one, and how we are accessing with help of indexing. Now we'll learn with the slicing. So topic will be completed one by one. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Fine. Inside this, I have one more bracket with the value 6, 7, 8, 9, and 1. Yeah. Now I need a output as, yeah. So just I need a output as, or when I'm printing, I'll tell you this. When I'm printing ARR, you can see here I got this output 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, 7, 8, 9. I need to print a value is nothing but here I have to print only 5. Here I have to print a value. Here I'll keep as 10. 5 and 10 I should print. How to print 5 and 10? I'll write the output here. Understand, don't think NumPy is easy. Because everything is like, oh, you have to learn. So I need to print array of, or I need to print only output as 5, 10. That's all. How to print this? By using, not by using indexing. Again, don't tell the answer for the indexing. We are going with the slicing. Just think. Okay, so array of 0 and okay, I'll give like that. Just see here what is happening. Good. I should appreciate for your try. See here, I'll be getting 5. Correct. But I need output as in the one single square bracket. I need 5 comma 10. This should be my output. I'm telling. Same thing if you want to go with 1, like I want to print 10 means I can give 1 here. So it is printing separately, right? I don't want this call as indexing. If you want to take a type of this, it will be like indexing only. So list indexing only. But I don't want list indexing. I need list slicing. So 2 values I need. How to predict that? Think. Time is given for you to think and let me know the answer in the chat. Okay, I'll tell you the answer. Leave this. We'll go with the print. We have to choose this entire array. How to choose the entire array? We can tell that for sure this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 belongs to the 0th position. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 belongs to the first position. So how to choose that? By using slicing only you have to choose. So how to choose? So first I'll go with the in my array. Understand? In my array. First I have to choose which value I have to take. I'll take 0 as to 2. So what is 0 is to 2? I'll print my entire array. You can see here I am able to print my entire array. From this entire array, I need which value? From this, what value I need? I need 4. Because 0th index position is going to be 1, 2, 3, etc. goes on. So in the 4th index position, can we tell 5? In this bracket, again 4th index position is going to be 10. Now, when I'm printing this, you are getting output like this. Even this is not right. Reason is nothing but we have to give a place a comma here. I have choose from 0 to 2. In that 0 2, I need a 4th value. I have chosen it. Close. Now I got the output. 0 to 2 means I have selected all the value. From that all the value, I don't want everything. I need only 5 and 10. So that 5 and 10 belongs to the 4th index. Now you might think, so in the first array, I need a value 3. In the second array, I need a value 10. I need to print the output like, because you think in that way also. So like this, because we are given only 4, so only one value, so no issue, sir, you are giving 4. What if I want to go with the different values? We'll ask that also, right? So no issue that needed. Like these kind of things, if you're asking only, you are able to get quickly into the content. When you're getting some doubt, then you started to learn. So just think how to get that. Suppose you are giving as same thing. You want to get output as 3 and 8. I can give as, so 3 is nothing but the second index position. I can get the output as 3 and 8. Paka, super, no issue. But what about the remaining? Okay, so for that, how can we write? Okay, that is what the next operation. Any suggestion?
2 comma 4, sir.
2 comma 4, like this. Is it like this, sir?
Sir.
Okay. So just will compile, no issue, sir. So just you can see an index error. Too many like indexing for the array. So 2-dimensional means I can give 2 values, but 3 where index is given. So 3 value are trying to give. How to do that? Sarvesh, any idea? Okay, so like this bracket, within bracket you're using. Okay, so now suppose if you want to print only in the 0 to 1, I need to print which value? 3, right? So 3 is in which index position? Second index position. You can get the 3. Now, if you want to get the next value, suppose I'll write from 1 is to 2. Then I'll give as a last value you need to print -1. I am able to print. But this how we are telling to print? No, right? We need to print in one square bracket, one list. So cool. Okay, don't confuse much. Just like these kind of things only you will be learning step by step. So what you learned yesterday, we cannot predict like everything you have completed. No, slowly only you'll be improving. These kind of things only they'll ask in the interviews. How will you access the value? How to predict it? These kind of things you'll ask. Now, if you want to continue with this value, it is completely fine. But if you want to go with a randomly, it is not going to be possible. I'll tell you with a one example of your. Suppose you want to take 2 is to 4. 2 is to 4. You can see here from 0 to 2, I have choose this value. So 2 is to 4. Now, how to predict that and this value? From here itself, again, you can get the answer. I showed the answer itself. Now, can we try like from 0 to 2, I need to print only which value? 2. I wrote a 2. Here I have to print fourth index portion. I wrote 4, right? So why it is giving different answer? Why? Because it is a slicing. Slicing means more than one value is needed. So now you want to go with a different bracket. I what I question I asked. I need a 3 here. I need a value 10 here. This is nothing but you're choosing separately. Then it is called as completely indexing. Separately only I can do it. If you want to combine, that's not going to be possible with help of general indexing. I need a slicing. This 4 alone I cannot give for different arrays. So that is why writing as a 1 is to, sorry, 0 is to 1, 2. 1 is to 2, we are giving as -1. Or you can give as a 4. Anything is fine. This is nothing but you are choosing a direct value. I don't want direct value. I need a few values. Then I can go with the slicing. So then these kind of stuff will work. So like we are giving as a 2 is to 4. That will be working. Now if you want to go with the 3 indexing, so like or a 3 dimensional. So here I can get output like this, no issue. So now I need to go with a 3D. We'll think about the 3D also. I'll add one more bracket. Okay. So next here I'll try to use 1, 2, 3, or I'll give different value 4, 3, 2, 1, 7. Now I am giving like this. So here also we have a 5 value. Here also we have 5 value, and here also we have a 5 value. Now how to print this slicing? I need to print only, just make assumption that I need to print only 7. 7 means not only number 7. With the 3-dimensional 1 bracket, 2 bracket, 3 bracket, I need to print a 7. Like this I need. Directly 7, it's not going to be possible to do because you're going with a 3-dimensional. So you have to open the door one by one. Only then you can reach the 3 dimension. So I need output in this way. Okay, so even that also is possible. So here I can write like 0 is to, because we have to filter 7. 7 is in which position? It is in the first, or here also 7 is there. I'll make it as a 8 as of now. This 7 I have to print. Yeah. So 0th array is going to be this, first array is going to be this, and second array is going to be last one. Now in the slicing, I'll write as 0 is to 1. Why? Because 0 is to 1 means only these two values will be chosen. Is it right? Is it like that?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Now, after choosing this, I need to what to do? I have to go with the 7. So I'll go with the, suppose you have a 7, that I'll go with the 2 is to 5. In that 2 is to 5, I have to go with what? 4 is to 2. 4 is to, oh sorry, 4 is to 5, it will not go. 4 is to, I'll give as a 6. You can see I'm getting output as 8. How can I get output as 7? Can I write as 5 here? Not working. Can I write here 4? Not working. Why? Just think. I made a mistake. It's not a mistake until I'm doing it to just where you are able to figure out or not. This is going to be completely zeroth array. I have chosen it. Now from here, I have choose 2 is to 4. 0, 1, 2 is nothing but what? It will go for next value only, right? So see here, 2 is to 4 means it will take this 2. 2 is nothing but 4, 5. If I want to remove this and I'll show you, you can see here 4, 3, 2, 1 has been selected. Did I select this 6, 7, 8, 9, 10? No. So for choosing the 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, what I have to do? I have to start from first index. I have to end with either you can give 2 or anything is fine. I can give a 2 here. Now I'm able to select 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now in the 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, I have to print only 7. So now after this, I'll give comma. I have to start from the first index and have to end with the second index. So ending value will not be considered. So only one will be considered. Now I can get the output easily. So step by step you learn. 0 to 1, you are choosing the first array. I have choose the first array. Now in that first array, I have to choose this first array. I have choose by using this. Now in this, I have to choose only 7. So I have choose only 7. Clear? So these kind of things you should be aware. So this kind of going to be will be asked in the final assessment. So when I'll be getting the output as 7, write the code for this. You have to type the code, or I'll give you like a dash. So in that fill in the blanks, you have to fill what are the values you want to give to get that output. Okay. So that's about the accessing. Next, we'll go with the NumPy data type. So data type already we have discussed. So, but using NumPy, what are the data types we have? So we'll learn that quickly. 740. Oh. Mostly I think so. Will by 8 I'll try to complete. We'll see. So by default, Python has a data type. Like you're telling us a equal to 10. And if you want to print a, I'll be able to print a. And if you want to print the type of a also, it is going to be integer. Who's giving this? Right? Did I give integer like a int a equal to? Did I give like that?
So no, it's by default.
No, you can see it is invalid. So by default, it is taking the integer because of this value. Exactly. So now, same thing, NumPy has some data type. So what are the data type is there? We have like a complex. Complex nothing but real value and the imaginary will be there. Or you will be having a string value. So now, by using NumPy, we'll do one by one. All the data type, common data type I'll be you. So NumPy, in that NumPy, I'll be having np, create the array by using np dot array. Now array value I'm giving as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So now inside this array, we have different data types. Sorry, parameters. Sorry, parameters. Just I'll see here. Just see what is happening. Object. Object is nothing but by default we are giving that object. What is that object? We are giving list object. Okay. Now D type. Now we'll learn about the D type. Copy. Next is nothing but copy we'll learn. So today maximum will complete D type and the copy. Remaining order is nothing but it when you're learning some algorithm, especially I said. So when you're learning some algorithm, you'll go with that orders. So NDIM also we have discussed. Okay. Now here I'll have a data type. So now or I'll try to print ARR. What is my ARR? It is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now, if you want to print the type of ARR, just check what type it is printing. Type of ARR is going to be, can I tell, integer. Inside my n dimension array, I can tell it is going to be integer we have. Or suppose if you want to check the data type, normally I'm using a type. Other than that, if you want to check this individual value inside this square bracket, because of this square bracket only we're getting output as ND array. You are using n dimensional array. Now in that n dimensional, I have to judge for this 3. This 3 belongs to which type? For that, we have to go with the name. Other than this, I'll keep the statement also. Next statement, I'll try to print. In this n dimensional array, I need to print this integer. How to get that integer? I'll go with in my ARR. What is my D type? What is my data type? Integer. So integer 32. Suppose you have different values. So I give 1, 2, 3.3 I'm giving, 4.5 I'm giving, last I'm giving as a string. So then what will be the output?
Object.
U32. This is nothing but object. And inside the n dimensional array, we cannot give these kind of different data types. Like example, in the list we are discussing like a equal to 1 I can have, 3.3 I can have, like a different data types we can use. But array is nothing but similar data type. That is why this U32 is printing. Okay. So we should not give this kind of things. Like a mixed up data type, we cannot give in the array. What is array? Similar data type. So I should have same data type, only then it will work. Now I do give like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 only. So it is going to be integer 32. Now I have to convert this integer to the float. So what I'll do? Again, I'll convert this as a float. 0.0, 0.0, 0.0. Suppose that 4 and 5 I'm leaving as integer. You can see here float. By default, it is going to be float, which we in the first session itself I taught you that. So answer is going to be 0. Here also answer is going to be 0. So you can see here float 64. But individual time, do you want to add this kind of stuff? All the time it will not work. So now if I have a value as 1, 2, 3, 4, I have to convert it as a string. How to convert it as a string? I have to add that single quotes. Here also I have a single quotes. I have to add a single quotes, single quotes, single quote, single quote. Like this n number of time we have to give. Only then I can get that output. But even this kind of things, every time we cannot predict that it will work. Now, if you want to convert it as string, in place of u1, I should have s1. S1 is nothing but indicates what is string, but it's not a string, right? So now, suppose this I have to convert it as a very simple example from the beginning. I'll go. This integer I have to convert as a float. How can I convert as a float? Or I have to convert as a complex. Very simple. We'll go with a complex. Why float? Float already we have discussed. We'll go with a type. D type is equal to, I'll give as a complex. I'll type complex. You can see here it will convert to the complex, and my data type is going to be complex 128. Why? How it is complex? Nothing but real plus imaginary is called as a complex number. Already we would have studied in the mathematics. Same thing. So my 1 is nothing, it will take as a real, and imaginary is not given, so it will take 0, 0j. So in the mathematics, imaginary means you will represent with a I, imaginary will represent. But in the Python programming language, we'll represent with a j. And in the FOP, when we are discussing about data types like integer, float, like we are discussed with a string, like when I'm discussing that, I said you about the complex. Those who are like directly taken this course, remember that imaginary means you'll be having real plus, sorry, complex means you'll be having like imaginary, real plus imaginary value. In the math, you'll be representing with a I. Here you'll be representing with a j. Either you can represent with a small j or capital J. Anything is fine. If I default will give small j. And I have converted. Same thing if you want to convert this as, suppose you have given a float value 1.1, 2.1, 3.1, and 4.4, 5.9 are giving. And by default, we know it will give the data type as float. I don't want this float. I have to convert this float as an integer. How can I convert it as integer? I'll give as b type. What is my data type? Whatever data type you have taken, that will give us the integer. So can I give int? Int, you can see here it has been changed. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes. And what is my data type? In 32. So now in place of int, you can give I. I also stands for the integer only. You see here, integer. Either you can use int or you can use I. Both stands for this. Now what about converting to the string? This 1.1, this everything belongs to float. I have to just convert this float as a string. How to convert as a string? Then I have to give single quote, single quote. But even though single quote you don't accept, previously I showed you with the single quote. I think so you have seen that error. It is not accepting. But how can I do that? Again, I'll use a D type. D type. In this D type, I'll give capital S. D type is invalid. Oh. I have to give small s.
Spelling mistakes, the type.
Okay, type. So first we'll try with the capital S. Yep, it is working. I'll try with the small s. Small s will not work. Okay, correct. Capital S you have to give. So capital S is nothing but it will convert everything to the string. So you see here 1.1, if you're writing in the single quote, it is called as a string. It is written in the single quote. And this is going to be single quote, single quote. And you might ask, sir, why this B is coming? From where this B came? B is nothing but you're telling, or it is taking as binary. Like if you go with a numpy, everything is based on numbers only, right? Either you can give float value or you can give a integer value. But now you're passing the like a string. How this numpy can accept string? That is what when you're directly when you're giving like this. So suppose when you're giving, leave this entire string. Suppose you're giving 1. 1 is nothing but integer. Now this in place of 1, I'm giving in the single quotes. And it comes under the string, right? Generally. But you can see here it is giving as different value u1. It should be string. Yes, one I should get the output. So that is not going to be possible until you convert it as a data type. So when you're converting as a data type, then finally you'll be getting as a my string object is going to be yes1. I'll use a capital yes. You can see here I'll get as yes1, yes2, yes3, and depend upon your values. So I can get that string value. So yes is mean for the string. And this B is nothing but you'll be getting for the conversions. You're converting something for the conversion. That B representations for the string, it comes under the numpy. So like this, we can convert one by one. Now, we have, yes, sir.
Sir, like this 4.4, 5.9, if you want real approximation, when you're converting integer, we are missing the value, no, sir? 5.9 is almost 6.
Exactly.
So how to do that?
When you're going with the float value?
Yes, sir. I want the near real approximation actually. 4.4 should be 4. For 5.9 should be 6.
Okay, like you want to go with the higher values, round of value you're telling.
The approximation what we do. 5 and above should be next number, rounding up.
Okay, so for this I can give I, but if you're giving as I, I'll take a below bottom value only. But according to your concern, I should take in place of 5.4.4 is nothing but I can take it consider as a 4, but 5.9 means I should consider as a 6 you're telling.
Exactly, sir.
Okay, fine, sir. So that I think so it is not possible in NumPy, but it is a very valid question, thinkable question only. But I'll search it because sorry, I'm not knowing about this. Okay, but I'll check for this. I think so. Normally it won't work, but I'll try to do it. I'll search if I'm getting any update from my professors. I'll try to check from them if they are telling with some other ideas. Normally, according to my developing field, I don't have the idea about it. But sir, I'll note it out this question. Sorry for not telling immediately, but
okay, sir.
I'll tell you sure.
Like in real life cases, marks and all we will be doing.
Correct.
Round
off.
Marks
That is
salary.
correct. Okay. I'll do it. Now, next is nothing but I have to check whether it is going to be integer value or not. How to check? Suppose it is going to be a as we have method called as type. So this as type is nothing but whether it is going to be that particular type or not, it will try to check or it will try to convert it. Other than this D type, we can use something called as type. So this also it comes under the conversion. So if you want to convert from like a float to integer, I can give like this. So array is equal to, because other than this b type, is there any other function or a answer to convert or not, the last? So for that reason, I'll go with the array. So np dot array. In this array, I'll try to give, suppose I'm giving 0.0000, anything I'll give, and I'll try to print this ARR, A double R. I can get that 0 point. Because there is no use of this etc value, there is printing 0 point. Suppose after this, if I'm giving 1, then I can print that value. You can see here that exponent will be get printed. But now it is nothing but there is no value for the 0, so it is printing with 0 point. Now I have to convert this as integer. So how to convert? For the conversion, I'll take one more variable. I'll be storing in the new ARR. So how to convert? By using AS type. As type, I'll convert. I have to convert this value as integer. So after converting, try to print that new. And see here, I got the output. Now here, if I'm giving as 11111, and here I'll be able to print, but here I'll be getting the output as 0. So now this float is converting to the int. Now if you want to find the type of this ARR, so it is going to be what? NumPy it will print, or it will print float? Print NumPy, n-dimensional array. I need to specifically, if you want to filter, I need to print that float alone. How to print that? We have discussed just now. You have to give variable dot d type. Remember? So now I'll get as a float 64. This is how we have a data type world work. Other than this integer, float, string, we have one more amazing feature is going to be a boolean is there. So boolean is nothing but, we know what is boolean, right? So based on that boolean, we'll discuss one question. So that is going to be last data type. So suppose I have here value as 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 I have. Okay. Now I'm converting this as a boolean type. So for the boolean, you have to give as a bool. You can see here my first integer type is going to be int 32, and my array value is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, and boolean, after converting the boolean, my new array is going to be true, 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 and true. Why? Because boolean is nothing but it can return only two answers, either a true or a false. True or false. Now, when can it return true and when can it return false? Suppose you have giving negative value, -4. Will it print true or false? No issue, true only, because other than the 0, everything is going to be true, can I tell, according to the boolean. Now, if you have 1, 0, again you're giving 0. So, can we tell that 3 true value, 2 false value? You can see here, it has been printed with a false. So, 0 means false. 0 means false. So this also we have. So either you can write inside this, how we are writing this I and complex, etc. Like this, you can here also you can give boolean, no issue. Other than that, you can have one more method called as type. This is an argument. This is nothing but you are telling us one parameter we have, but this is nothing but a function name. As type is a function name to convert from there to here. Okay. Next, we'll move on to the last topic. Is nothing but shallow copy and the deep copy. So last topic is going to be copy with view. So what is difference between copy and view? So very simple definition we can tell. Copy is nothing but it is a duplicate, we can tell. What is my original? For my original, I'm taking the copy. So duplicate we can tell. What is view? If you're viewing the original or a duplicate, how to analyze or realize that it is going to be a duplicate or a Xerox one? That is what this question. So very simple. In technical term, we can tell like suppose I have list value and I'm trying to store that in the A value, I'm storing in the B. Now I'm trying to print the A value and I'm printing the B value. See here, My both the answer is going to be same. Yeah. Now the twist will arise here. Now, what if I'm changing my a of a of zeroth index position? So what is in the zeroth index position? We have 1. That 1 I'm changing as 100. So now, just as of now, I'll try to hide the statement. So now, will I get the output? Yes. What output will be there? In place of 1, you're replacing as 100. So can I tell in this position 100 will be replaced? So I'll be having output as 100, 2, 3, 4. Is it there? Yes. 100, 2, 3, 4. We have it because we have modified in the zeroth index position. We are changing as 100. We have did it. So correct. Now, if I want to print B, what is my B value? Previously it was 1, 2, 3, 4, right? Now if I'm printing B value, now what will be the output? Will it be modified or it will be same?
It will be same.
Okay, so if it is same, post capital S in the chat. If it is modified means it will put M in the chat. So one response, it will be same. Okay. What about others? Same. Okay. Okay, cool, cool. So now we'll see. Actually, it won't be same. It will change. When I'm printing this B value, we can see the changes. It has been affected. So if I'm changing, one more doubt you might get. Sir, I have changed only A of 0, right? Why it is affecting my B? Because A is completely referring on, sorry, B is completely referring on A only. A equal to B, I'm telling, right? So whatever A value is there, I'm storing in B. So if A is changing, B also will change. That is what the first thing called as a copy. Now, suppose you are changing only B value. So if I'm changing B value, will it store in the, will it be reflected in the B memory? Can see here. B of zeroth index position. So in the zeroth index position, what value was there? Suppose now I'll change to the first index position to make a changes. I'll give us a 200. In the first index position, we have a value 2. In this position, you will be having 1, 2, 3, 4. That is what my B value. So first index position, we have 2. I'm changing as a 200. So when I'm printing the B value, I can see the changes. 200 has been changed. But when I'm printing the A value, do you think 200 also will be reflected or not? That also will be affected. If A memory is changing, B also will change. If B is changing, A also will change. Why? Because this both memory will be stored in the heap storage. In the heap, it will be stored inside the heap. It will try to create only one memory for A variable and the B variable. So if you are good in the technical, basically if you have any other idea about the technical, we have a memory called as stack memory, heap memory, like that we have. So heap memory will be like this. Okay. So inside the heap memory, you will have something called as a pool memory will be there. So pool memory is nothing but suppose I have 1, 2, 3, 4 I have given. So now if I have a variable, this A also will point to the same location. If I have a B variable, B also will point to the same location because they are giving us A equal to B, or you're giving as a V equal to A. Whatever you give, it's up to you. But this both, when I'm giving this kind of statement, this both the variable will point to the same memory location. So if you change the A, B also will refer that. If you're changing the B, A also will refer that same memory. That is what it is happening. Now you might think, sir, okay, fine. What you said is I'll accept. Okay, because it is referring the same memory location, both is getting affected, sir. Fine, I'll accept. Now, if I want to modify only A, that should not be affected in the B. How can I do that? If I'm changing A alone, only A should be changed, sir, not B. Or if I'm changing only B should be changed, not A. How can I do that? Okay, we'll discuss that. That is called as a, we can tell as a shallow copy and the deep copy. So whatever you studied now, This is called as a shallow copy. What I'll write the statement here. This is called as a SHALLOW, shallow copy. Okay. So now shallow copy is nothing but if one is affected, other also will be affected. Now, if I want to change, I can go with the shallow copy, but I don't want to change, right? Then I'll go with the deep copy. So what is deep copy? If one person is changing, another person will not affect. If this person is changing, that person will not affect. So I'll write a program for that. So by using the array only, I'll take. Yep. Now ARR, by using numpy will implement. This is nothing but by using list we have did, right? Now I'll do with help of the numpy, I'll do it. So now I'll go with array. Array is equal to np dot array. So what is my array value? I'll give same value 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'll give. Now I'll be having one more variable called as a. I'm storing ARR. I'm trying to print A and I'm trying to print ARR. So we can tell both will be same. Now if you're changing, after this you're changing one thing like A of fourth index position. In the A of fourth index position, we have a value 5. 5 you're changing as a 500. So as you can see here, both the memory are getting reflected. So we have implemented by using numpy, by using list also. Both the concept I'm teaching. Understand? Now, by using numpy, we are able to do it. And same, what you're doing in the list, same problem we are raising in the numpy also. For to overcome this, I'll make this two variable in two different memory. In place of in storing in the one memory, I'll try to make them A alone should be carrying the different memory. ARR should be in the different memory. Like that, I'll make it. How to make? I'll give as ARR2, ARR1. So to understand ourselves, I'm writing this ARR1 should be changed. So after changing, I have to print ARR1 and I have to print ARR2. So now if this is the case, answer is going to be same only. Now if I'm changing array1, array2 should not be reflected. For that, we have to write copy method. Write a copy method, problem is solved. Now, if you take a copy method, I have taken copy, but still can you see some changes? So I'm changing array of 4. In the fourth index position, what value is there? 500 is there. When I'm printing this, still it is printing 500, right? Why after using the copy also, it is showing like this. Now, analyze. When you're analyzing only, don't think it is difficult. Don't think that you're not getting. Step by step, I'm moving and think. You think when you're thinking only, you'll be getting that ideas. So now I'm doing what? Very simple thing I made. Nothing but here what I'm giving. Did you find what mistake I'm doing? Here I'm giving array dot copy, where I have array variable to copy. Very minute things. Okay. So I have to give array1. So when I'm giving array1 has been copied to the array2. Yeah. Now after copying, I'm printing array1 and I'm printing array2. Did I change array2? No, you can see your last value, it is 500. It has been modified. That is array1. In the first array, it has been modified, but still my array2 is same. Why? Because of it is going to be called as a deep copy. When I'm using a copy method, it will take one more memory. In place of same memory storage, it will take a different memory to occupy it. Got it? So this is called as a deep copy. So shallow copy is nothing but it will change the memory. Deep copy is nothing but it won't change. It won't affect. So hope you got it. Now last is nothing but view. So I'll go with the view. View same as when you're trying, view is nothing but what is happening, you're going to view by using the view function. That's what. So view is nothing but whatever you're trying to do or changes, So now suppose I'm writing this code as it is without using copy, I'll write. In case of copy, I'll write as a view. So what view will do? So when I'm printing ARR1 and when I'm printing ARR2, you can see here. Okay, here I should give ARR1. Okay, where you can see here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Both are same. It has been updated. Now next I'm changing as array of 1. Array 1. The zeroth index position, I'm changing it as 42. Yeah. Then I'm trying to print ARR1. Is it changed? Yep, it has been changed. When I'm printing array 2, will it change or not? This also will change. View is nothing. View is nothing but what is happening. Generally, I'll view. Copy is nothing but it will take that different way. So two different memory will be changed. Now after this, again, if you're changing array 2 in the index position 3, I have to make it as 555. And see here, I made as a 555. So view is nothing but generally what is happening, I'll view. That's all. And shallow copy is nothing but same. One memory, if it is affecting, other variable also will affect. Deep copy is nothing but if one is modified, remaining that other variable which is depending on the that memory, it won't change. That is what the shallow copy, deep copy, and view. So view is nothing but by using view function, we can write. This is going to be the view function. View is kind of a shallow only. Okay, so that's about the NumPy. Okay, so remaining, we'll go with a few MCQ which I brought for you. So we'll discuss that MCQ. Question number 1. So exactly, I think so we have 7 minutes. At least we'll try to complete 4 questions. And just make it fast. Once you got the answer, post in the chat. Be ready with the MCQ. Try to learn some MCQ. And what are the assignment question I gave you? That will be the question paper. For sure, I'll do this. If you're not complete assignment, you cannot score much mark. I'll do that only. Better solve. And if you have any reason, so today I'm not able to solve due to my work, due to some other reason you're not able to do it, completely I'll accept. Okay, if you're not doing today, go with next day. I'll accept it. But you people not at all informing me or you're not at all responding to my question, then what is the respect you're giving for your guru? Okay, at least you should tell, okay, sir, I have tried, but I'm not getting the answer. So can you discuss that in the class? I'll accept. So whether you tried or not, I don't know. You're in the group, you're seeing the questions and you're not doing anything, means what to do? Okay, fine. What is the answer? I'll give you one more single minute. Make it fast. And suppose if you're not knowing, also post with ND. At least post with ND. At least I can see that how many people are active with this session. Okay. Now, what is series? Series will print in the column wise or row wise. Series called as a column or row?
Column.
Column. So now this 88, 11 and 29. So 88, 11 and 29 will be printed in the column wise. Normally by default you will be having 0, 1, 2, like this you will be having. If you're not giving this index, I'll be having output like 0th position is going to be 88, first index position 11, second index position is going to be 29. This will be the output. But here, what they given, they are given that range, index should be in the range. We have discussed already based on the index. By own index, you have to give, means I can give. In the index, in place of giving number, we have given the range. Can we do that? Yes. So now how the range will work, this is going to be starting value, and this is going to be the ending value. This is going to be step. So from the first index position, if you're moving 3 steps forward, what is my next index position? 2, 3, 4. So I'll filter 4. From 4, again, if you're moving 3 steps forward, that is 5, 6, 7. I'll choose 7th index position. So can I tell that 0, 1, and 2 will be replaced with 1, 4, and 7? Yeah. So your answer is going to be, first index position is going to be 4, sorry, 40, sorry, double 8. In the fourth index position is going to be double 1. In the seventh index position is going to be 29, and the data type is going to be 64, int 64. Okay. Hope people understood how it is working. And if you want me to compile and show you also, I'll compile and show you. And here it will be printed like this. The first index position 88, 4 is going to be 11, 7 is going to be 29. Suppose this index, if it is not there, then it is different case. I'll be storing that in the S2, print that S2, I'll tell. As of now, I'll remove this entire statement. So by default, what you'll be having? So by default, you'll be having some 0. I'll place it over here, so that will be in the order. So 0, 1, 2 is going to be my value. By default, is starting from 0, 1, 2. If you're not given any index. So given some index, whatever index you're giving, that will be taken. So like this also is there. One more thing, we can go like this. So index, just see, taking one example and you're learning how much. So I'll give as a 10, 10, 20, 30. Can I give like this? Why not? So 10th index position 88, 11th index, sorry, 20th index position 11, 30th index position is going to be 29. So you can do in any such a way. So whatever you do, NumPy will support. Okay, very good. So hope it is clear. Next question. Next, one more twist is here. Just you try whether you're able to solve or not, just think. If you're able to solve, you started to learn. At least we are able to understand the question, you started to learn. We'll solve many questions like this. So slowly you'll improve. Finally, these kind of questions you'll be getting for the test, final test. Keep on, I'm telling this test because previous batch, they used to solve the assignment questions. So they cracked 100 of the 100. At least if you're not responding to me, also no issue, solve the question and ask some question personally. Just WhatsApp me personally. I need some extra question. I'll give you. Learn that. Okay. So error. Good. Service, where we have error? Just unmute and tell me. It can be right answer.
Data is not defined. Data is not given anywhere. What is data?
Variable, right? Variable I can have like this. Like here I can give service also.
But data is not printed any. It's
No, I'm storing in Q2.
Oh,
I'm printing Q2.
Yeah. Got it, sir. Okay.
Okay. So now we'll discuss this. Now, if you want to, in the FOP, in the previous basic batch, I said you that if I have my name, that is PARAMESH, this is my name. I have to store this, or suppose my name is there. This, when I'm printing this name, if I'm giving like this, I can get the output Parmesh. Now my name should print for 5 times. My name should print for 5 times. For that, can we use a looping? So for I in range from 0 to 5 I'll give. So 5 times I have to print what? I have to print my name. So I can get output like 5 times I'm able to get my name. Or if you want me to print in the same line, I can give as end is equal to I'll give this. So everything 5 times it has been printed. Now, what is the complexity of this code? Big of 1. I don't want this. Without using looping, how to print my name for the 5 times? Very simple. I'll go like this. Print to make you understand that question only. I'm telling this. Don't think that we are not relating at all, because there we are giving question different. So same thing here. Into I have to print how many times? 5 times I have to print Paramesh. You can see here both output is going to be same. That's a wonderful, right? In place of using looping, by using just star 5, I'm able to print. Suppose you want to give star 9 times, I can print 9 times same name. Suppose I'm giving capital H, you can see here 9 times it has been printed. So counting 9 times is there. So same in this, if you are knowing this already, we have discussed. Those who are new, just try to learn this. And in this question, we have some data for 2 into 9 into, sorry, 9 comma 7 comma 8. So it is equal to 9 comma 7 comma 8 into 2. Then 9 comma 7 comma 8 can be printed for twice, can we tell? So series we are using. So series means nothing but I have to print the column wise. 9, 7, 8. One time I have printed. What a second time? Again I have to print this 9, 7, 8. Have we given any index for the series? No. Can we tell by default start with a 0? So 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is what your output is. So, and data type is going to be integer 32, 64 you'll be getting. The answer is over. So your final answer is going to be this. So 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 9, 7. You can see here, one time I'm able to print, second time I am able to print. So 2 set, I'm giving 2 into, so it is printing 2 times. So like these kind of tricky question also you can learn. This everything is like a placement questions. So 9, 7, 8, 9, 7, again it is printing 2 times. If you give us a 3 times, I'll print for 3 times. What is there? So 9, 7, 8, first set, 9, 7, 8, second set, 9, 7, 8, third set. Super, right? That's all. Now, if you want to give an index, it's up to you. You can use a range and you can give index. It's up to you. You can give. Okay. So it is done with the second question. Third question, can we imagine a panda series as a dash in a spreadsheet? Just choose the column. Very good. So just choose the option. Panda series nothing but what? Completely depends on column. Can I tell cell? Not possible. Can I tell table? No. Table is kind of a data frame we can tell. Okay. Cell also we cannot tell. So directly panda series means column only. It is made only for the column specialty. Okay. So that's what I'm reminding this fourth question and remaining question I'll post as a assignment question for the today's or tomorrow's I'll try to post. Okay. So fine, that's about the session. So tomorrow we'll jump into the matplotlib based on the data visualization. And the second day or first day I showed you that pictures with a color, line, graph, bar chart. That will start by tomorrow. By before that, we'll go with some MCQs based on the NumPy and pandas, so that for the test will be fine. So then finally we'll go with the matplotlib data visualization. Okay. Fine, that's about the today's session. Thank you so much. If you have any doubts, just say back. If not, just put a thank you in the chat and you can leave the session. Have a wonderful day. And I said you people to post some feedback in the chat. I think so only one person gave the response. So for the assignment only you're not giving the response, means at least for the feedback also you're not giving the response. Why? Okay, fine, it's up to your wish. We cannot force anyone to do much things. Like we are showing some interest. If you're giving that interest, we'll give double interest. If not, what can we do? Nothing can be done. Yeah. Fine, dear. So if you have any doubt, let me know. Okay, no doubts. Fine, Jarvish. And thank you. So what about others? No doubt. Okay, just try to refer the video and try to learn. Okay. So fine. Thank you so much.
Sir, still I'm not able to open the CSV files. You said both should be in same folder or drive.
1 second, sir. 1 second.
Okay.
Yeah, sir. Just tell me, sir.
Still not able to open the CSV files.
CSV file you're not able to open.
Yes,
No
I
issue, sir.
said-
Tomorrow. Okay. Fine, sir. Tomorrow we'll do one thing. When I'm getting free time, I'll try to text you, sir. Just you can put a hi in my WhatsApp. When you're getting both, when you're getting available time, just we both will connect. I'll give you some Google Meet link. Just share your screen there, or we'll try to modify in that way.
Hello, sir.
Okay, sir.
I'll give you some.
Sir, I
Yeah,
actually
Javed.
had the
Any
same
suggestion?
problem. I sorted it out. I can help him.
Okay. Then no issues, Arvish. Come forward. You can tell.
Yeah, can I share my screen? I'll just demonstrate the
Better.
copy.
Yes. You can.
What you see here is a working directory in which everything is stored, sir.
PWD. Yes.
So
Fine.
you have to just get all the files which you need, the CSV file, into this working directory along with the Jupyter Notebook.
This
Copy
commonly we did, right?
Sir?
Okay. Yeah, okay. Fine. You are there in the FOP previously. Okay. Fine, sir. Yeah, sir. You can do like this also. Just you can type pwd. You'll be getting where you have installed your Jupyter notebook. Copy that, and wherever you have your file, that is CSV file, put inside that folder only. So here I can see that C folder, user, and Jaisurya. There you have kept a Jupyter notebook. There I can give my CSV file.
I can show that too. It's right here.
User, yes.
Let's see. You can get everything.
Yeah. Thank you, dear. Magarajan sir, got it?
Yes, sir. Generally, I used to save my programs in C and data in D.
Okay.
That's what I generally do.
Okay.
So in that case, how to bring that? If I'm giving that path, it is not accepting actually.
Okay. Don't think. Just try to type that pwd.
Yes, sir.
Go to that path. That folder will be there. So you can see
Yes,
that Jupyter notebook folder. Try to copy that entire folder. Shift to the local disk D.
Okay, sir.
So the entire path because if you are not knowing the path, we cannot get it. So in that path, you will be having that setup files. Everything will be there. Bin directory, everything will be there. Try to choose that entire file, copy or like a cut and paste in the local disk D. Then try to find, you'll be getting that. After changing that, try to type one more time pwd. So whether it is showing again C disk or D. So if it has been
Yes.
changed to the D, then everything has been changed.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
Fine,
Thank
sir.
you for
Try if you're not
situation.
getting,
Please.
let me know.
Okay, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Okay.
Yeah, so just make sure to put that double slash also. For few, it will work. For the few, if it is not, the slash is not working, single slash is not working, give double slash also. Check with the double slash.
Double slash only in the beginning after C.
Everywhere, like wherever you have that
Everywhere.
single slash,
Okay.
give double slash.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, ma'am also.